Right, so I'm making this a separate video after this morning's milking, just because it was going to take up too much time. But I've started to sort this pit out here. There's definitely tyres in here somewhere. I've started tossing tyres up. It's not looking good for the pit anyway, because anything I do, I could, well, this bit here that the tyre's on is another cavern. Pretty sure that's one there and that dip too. So you can see the wobble. Right, watch this. I'll put the tyre. See that? So there's a definite ridge in there and a ridge in here. I'm on the only solid part. So I'm going to try and get this cleared of the tyres so there's no more tyres in the silage, because that's not good. And then I'm going to try and need to work my way through all this. But I'm pretty sure, so it's fell, I think, because it's sliding off of that there, and because it's sliding off there it's another. So I'm pretty sure that's the first cut line here. I knew it was close, but I wasn't expecting the pit to fall like this in two sections. It would have been better if it was in one. So I'm going to try and get this cleared, pull it back and see what we're dealing with. So getting there with the pit here, looking at it from this angle, it's really annoying how much is actually collapsing, because I'm not going to use this that quickly, you know. That's roughly 2 weeks maybe worth of stuff there, like, you know, and I'm only using about a strip a day in there as well, a fourth cut. So I'm mixing that along with this for the main lot, and it's going to get slightly different when I get into the first cut, which is really frustrating, because the diet was just getting really good and balanced there. The cows are reacting well off it, so, and there's a high chance for this collapsing the way it has. It's going to get a bit, it's going to be mouldy, you know. I'm going to try my best and nibble away through it without getting mould in the wagon, because that's another thing that upsets our stomachs as well. Because what white mould is, this is what the nutritionist was telling me, is that it's penicillin, and penicillin, if it goes in the cow's stomach, kills all the good bacteria in the cow's stomach and stops them from ruminating. That's another thing that you do not want to happen. So again, that would send us back to square one. So we already had the acidosis problem, never mind getting problems with the mouldy silage. And it isn't mouldy, you know, there's pretty good stuff at the moment, like, you know, but as you can see here, it's been a bit of a disaster. This per corner fell yesterday, and then the whole lot has just went woof. I just did not have time yesterday to sort this, and now I'm having to make time to sort it because it is a bloody disaster. I suppose that's the thing. You either do it because you need to, or make time, you know. Pretty annoying, like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really quite pissed off about it, but here we are. What can we do? Jesus. Right, get these tyres down out the road, pull this up, and I think I'm gonna have it. I'll bring the green half up to about here, so we're not exposing all of the pit for a wee while. That's what I'll do. And I'll cut the black plastic out the road, because there's already a lot of it, and with it collapsing it's going to be a nightmare. So if I get it out the way, it's not going to be it, it's going to be the green hat that'll fall down, and well, I'm not going to cut that, am I? Right, well that was hellish to navigate. As you can see here, I was right about a few caverns anyway. Overall not too bad for the mould. A couple of bits here and there, I can pick my way through that. It's just under there that I'm confused about, but at least it's not going to be a complete mess when I get there now. I'll get this out the road and then finish feeding for the morning, a bit of bedding to do, and there's tyres in here to find somewhere too, but I'll likely need to go through it with a grab and bucket and find them. So I meant to say that it was yesterday morning, as I said, that this side fell in, but I didn't have time to start up a video about it. But this morning, I still don't have time, but I couldn't not record this, you know. But basically, we nearly wiped out the 140. It's been showing absolutely no sign of collapsing, so you're trusting the pit a bit more than you should, I suppose. And well, it fell and landed all over the front links and the front tyres there. I've got a picture of it, I'll put it in the chat here somewhere. I think I've actually posted it on Instagram too when it happened. Shit. But aye, so that happened yesterday morning. So nearly lost my dearly beloved tractor. So from now on, well, I wasn't actually that close to it. It just fell that far from the top down onto it, you know. So I'll bear in mind that I need to park a little bit further away than that. I have heard of somebody nearby that had a big problem with that. It did quite a lot of damage to their John Deere. I think their pits are higher than ours as well, so it was quite a thud. Right, I'm going to keep going here. I've got plenty to do now. That's a big hold back. Hopefully you all enjoyed that video, and I hope it was informative as to where our current situation is on the farm. My mow is growing fairly rapidly. I thought it wouldn't have been that noticeable a growth because I already had one, but it's getting quite bushy. To try and wax it down and get a wee twirl of it. Aye, anyway, if you want to donate to my Movember cause, the link should be in the description down below somewhere. Help raise awareness for men's mental health and all things Movember. Cheers guys, see you all next time.